Okay, I'm gonna be playing some FNAF World. Maybe using Mama Tika, okay? Okay. I haven't played this in a long time. Already! Come here! Pop, where? Pop, okay. Who should I talk to? How about I'll go check my fast coin? Oh my god! What? 3! No! Okay, no. Let's go to you. Should I go? Should I do? Should I do? Should I do the skeleton butterflies and things happening? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go do it. Thank you. Don't even do it. No, I don't think oh, 5 husbands. Okay, this is the way I'm going. How do I get to faster? How do I get to fast? Red bear. How do I get the red bear? I can't. Wait, what? 14? Okay, every YouTuber just like talks and talks and talks. So I'm gonna be a quiet YouTuber. That's about 8 Smoins 0 that and put them together. Yeah, good. Me. I'm gonna save Barney. I can do a normal slice on soil. Okay, no. Baby. Yeah. And now let's play your remote. Get her. Let's start okay. I'm kind of good.
In other news, a British man has decided to beat quarantine blues by giving himself one tattoo every day during the lockdown. Yeah, Chris Woodhead, a 33-year-old tattoo artist, has now added images of a butterfly, a tiger,
Okay,
and a
I'm
cow,
just gonna tell this
as well as
person,
the
don't
words,
kill me.
"When will it end?" on the sole of his foot. Basically, this guy started
Oh,
quarantine in
don't
2005
kill
as a
me.
kid, and he's going to finish it in 2019 as a movie. And I guess this is just what white people end up
Okay,
doing when the
I have
silence
noob
starts.
skin
So this is a major commitment to make.
because I
In
do
fact,
not
this guy
play
said that he's been in
Roblox
lockdown for so long that
and
he's
I
already running out of
don't
food. Although I
get any prize.
We've seen many stories of how
I
nature
don't
thrives
know
as
what
humans
I'm
are forced to stay indoors. But now, thanks to the shutdown, animals are also rediscovering the circle of life.
I just say, I say, what would it be, baba?
Are now hunting down rats
Okay, that's how you crouch.
and I didn't even know that seagulls could be this vicious. Like, does every bird?
Come on.
I'm not ready to watch this.
I died.
Animal eats his flesh. And rats, I can understand. But pigeons? Whew. The next secret life of pet movie is going to be super dark. You know what's crazy is that 1 month ago, just 1 month ago, seagulls were flying next to pigeons. It's like, hello, neighbor! And now because of coronavirus, they're like, I will eat your ass! South Korea, the birthplace of K-pop, and the best place to raise a family in somebody else's house. After successful basically zero, South Korea decided that it's time to play ball responsibly.
Baseball season is underway in South Korea, but no fans are there to see it.
Posters posing as fans filled the seats for yesterday's opening game of the KBO League. They may not see anything more bizarre, though, than this. That's a 9-year-old inside a big baseball bubble. He walked himself from the pitcher's mound to home plate to create a socially distant first pitch.
Yes, South Korea is thousands of ways to break down seagulls. I mean, it looks great. Don't get me wrong. People are still going to die or born, and it is a baseball outfield. But it's safe from corona. Why are the fake people and not? It just seems unnecessary. America hasn't really shown. Freak out. And there it is. Looks like it's a home run. Oh my God, that ball just went through that guy's chest. Oh my God, why is nobody helping him? You know what's also really creative is how they put that kid in a giant bubble baseball. I feel like they should do this with every sport, especially the NFL. Put players in bubbles. And when they tackle, the ball bounces into the stands, and then the fans will get to punch the bubble back up. Tell me that doesn't sound like a fun sport. Huh? And you've solved the concussion problem. Roger Goodell, call me. In other news, one of the most inspiring things during these times has been seeing people step up to help out strangers. And some of those strangers are actually turning out to be really old friends.
The Irish are returning an old favor in helping Native Americans who've been hit hard by the pandemic. More than 170 years ago, the Choctaw Nation sent $170 to help with Ireland during the potato famine. Now, a fundraiser for Navajo and Hopi families has raised over $2 million with many contributions from the Irish.
This is
I'm
so
playing
beautiful.
Roblox.
170
Now-
years ago,
Now
the
I'm
American
saying
Indians
don't
helped
kill
the Irish
me.
during the
Where's
potato
the
famine.
exit?
And now the Irish are helping the American Indians during Corona.
I know.
Most of my
Okay.
Irish
I
friends can't even
know.
remember what happened last night. Oh,
I
spent 10
know.
days in a British prison for something I didn't remember. And this is really nice.
Come on, dinner. Come on,
Of
dinner.
any European trying to give me a gift. I'll be like, yeah, thanks for the money. Well, why don't you go ahead and lick it first? Alright, any smallpox? Okay, we're good. And finally, some news from Portland, Oregon. Place you'd love
Hello.
to visit if only your oxen would stop dying. Every year, the city celebrates World Naked Bike Ride Day, with 10,000 people
Don't
taking
you kill
over the
me.
streets naked on bicycles. And even though large gatherings aren't possible during the pandemic, Portland has announced that instead of canceling the event, they're encouraging everyone to simply go out and ride naked on their own, keeping appropriate distance from other riders and pedestrians. And I guess this is the one time that people might not care if someone's riding around naked. What are you doing, man? Cover your face, you creep. Put a mask on. And I get that the city of Portland is telling people to ride bikes naked alone, but is that gonna work? Because if there's 10,000 naked bike riders, that's an event. But if there's one naked dude on a 10-speed, you just nasty. Amsterdam, capital of the Netherlands, and if hotboxing was a city. Like many places around the world, they're slowly starting to reopen as the pandemic subsides. And one Dutch restaurant is giving us a glimpse of what our post-corona world might look like.
A Dutch restaurant is testing out a unique concept that follows social distancing guidelines. It is a small glass pod designed to fit up to 3 diners. The food is passed through the door from a safe distance, and only groups that live in the same house are permitted to share the space. The vegan eatery in Amsterdam has built 5 glass pods. The concept is proving to be quite popular. The pods are booked through next month.
Yes, this Dutch restaurant has started serving people their food inside a tiny greenhouse. And this is a great idea, but at the same time, it gets rid of one of the best parts of eating at a restaurant. Food's dropping on the other table. I mean, that's the only reason I go to restaurants. Otherwise, I'd eat at home. I want to know why people are getting divorced. Don't you? And is it just me? Or does eating like this basically turn us into hamsters? I mean, like, soon we'll be drinking from those upside-down water dispensers. Excuse me for a moment, I'm just gonna sip some wine. But it's not just the Netherlands coming up with novel ways to deal with the novel virus. In Oregon, a strip club has figured out a way to entertain customers from the safety of their cars.
That's a strip club in Oregon. They were forced to improvise during this era of social distancing. The Lucky Devil Lounge is offering a drive-through strip show for carry-out orders and food deliveries by dancers, and what the owner has dubbed food to go-go.
We hand them their food. Usually I'll just place it on the ground if I can do that kind of smoothly. Try to ask them daily and make sure that they're doing well and kind of give them a social interaction so that they're getting their food, but they're also getting, you know, that camaraderie or whatever from the person.
Oh, hell yeah. A drive-through strip club. Now I've truly seen it all. This is what coronavirus has basically done to society. People are going to strip clubs for the food. You know what I hope? I hope they have the DJ still working as part of that strip club. Coming to the stage right now. She's hot and juicy. Rotisserie chicken. You know, when you think about it, the whole world is basically living with strip club rules right now. Yeah, no touching, and you should probably wash your hands every 10 seconds. And finally, some news about the search for a coronavirus cure that's very exciting, and also, oh, it's adorable.
A llama by the name of Winter could actually be key to finding a cure to the coronavirus. U.S. and Belgian scientists say they have actually identified a tiny particle in the llama that appears to block the virus, and they aim to roll out human trials later this year.
Okay, I'm sorry guys. This is just amazing. Llamas might have the antibodies we need to defeat COVID-19. And I think I need someone to explain to me how science actually works. Because, like, how did this come about? The scientists just sitting around like, Mike, I need you to test the virus. Peter, see if you can find out anything on the antibody. And Steve, go play with a llama. See if anything comes up. But I guess, once again, this proves why we need to let more llamas into medical school. If this llama can cure corona without any training, just imagine what it can do after it reads some books. And this is really exciting. Because if the human trials are successful, we might have a cure. And even if they're not successful, we might have our first human llama superhero. I will say though, this news is probably going to raise the bar for a lot of pets. Because people right now are looking at their cats at home like, this llama is out there curing diseases. What do you know lately, Mr. Whiskers? Now look, this research is still preliminary, and we don't know if it'll work. But apparently, some big pharma companies aren't waiting to find out.
The coronavirus pandemic has touched us all. But now, there's hope. With Lamanol, the first prescription llama. Here's how it works. We send you a llama, and you, or maybe just hang around with it. You don't think you have to eat it,
What are you doing?
but we're not sure. We kind of just rush this. Send Cats make for the llama spit. Llamas eating their lawn. Llama diarrhea. Getting llama wool everywhere and becoming a tiger king, but for llamas. Llama no. Tell us if it works.
Cut me in. But the beginning of this crisis, Donald Trump has been saying a lot of things. He said the coronavirus disappeared like a miracle. He said people have nothing to do by experimenting with hydroxychloroquine. And he even said that the virus you can't see if you don't move. Even if Jurassic Park. But as you've probably heard by now, President Trump created shockwaves of stupidity with his latest and probably greatest unlicensed medical opinion. Yes.
President Trump offering new but unproven suggestions of how to kill COVID-19 in patients using UV rays and injecting disinfectants such as bleach and alcohol.
Okay, I'm gonna say I
with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet
bad
or just very powerful light.
for
And I think you said that
I feel bad for
you're
you.
going to test it. And then I said, supposing you put a light inside the body in which you can bring it through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too.
I'm gonna say wah wah, but
I'm going to see the
when me and my friend looks like our fake sad, we say wah wah.
And is there a way we can do something like that by
Wah wah.
or almost a clinic, so maybe that means medical doctors, but it sounds interesting to me.
That we've seen someone not out loud injecting disinfectant into your body. You're one of the dumbest person you think you're the smartest person. You don't talk about the very long one, but with the mind is confident. And I always don't even brainstorm because no one is like using those tropes that you things up. You need to actually do something. It is like that one I dropped a hamburger. Then some Mexican lady came in with some chloride, sprayed it on the carpet, said some spelling Spanish, and then it was gone. Now, as crazy as the disinfectant line was, I don't think we should be so quick to dismiss Trump's UV lights idea. Because Trump spends most of his time under UV lights, and other than looking like hickory smoked bacon, he's the healthiest man in the world. I mean, he's even outlived Kim Jong-un, a man half his age. Prove me wrong, Kim. If you're still alive, follow me back on Twitter.